But first, we're expecting a boatload of Utes to be taken in this year's draft, and the first came off the board in the second round with the 50th overall pick as Jaylon Johnson goes to the Chicago Bears. Here's the commissioner.
With the 50th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Jaylon Johnson, defensive back, Utah.
Johnson celebrating with his family at home in Fresno, California. He was a true shutdown corner in his 3 years at Utah. He had 7 career interceptions, 4 as a sophomore, 2 last year as a junior. We kind of knew this guy was destined for an NFL career the moment he stepped on the Utah campus. The biggest question for Johnson is his injury status. He had surgery on his torn labrum last month. He said he'll be 100% ready to go in August. Here's what Johnson had to say about going to the Bears.
Definitely as a competitor, and as the expectations I have for myself, I mean, of course, I expect it to go a lot higher, but I wouldn't necessarily let that confuse people on my excitement that I have an opportunity to be able to play at a professional level and live out my childhood dream. And I'm definitely forever grateful for the Bears to be that first team to believe in me.
Yeah, if he thinks he was slighted by slipping to the second round, the Bears are getting an angry Jaylon Johnson, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I like players who play with a chip on their shoulder, and he's going to have that, first of all, because he's going to be mad at all the other teams that passed on him because of his injury, and when he gets that shoulder healthy, I said he could be ready to go as soon as August if we have an NFL season, but he's going to be good. Like you just said, he was slated to go to the NFL from the moment he got here at the University of Utah. Kyle Whittingham and his staff knew that. This is a kid who's just, he just looks like a perfect defensive back for the NFL. Size, speed, and great hands.
I mean, he gave up 3 touchdowns in 3 years. 1 a year. Unbelievable. He had 4 interceptions as a sophomore, and we've mentioned the last 4 days that we've been doing these specials that he just takes away half the field in college. That's not going to be the case in the pros, but I think he's a good fit with the Bears. They already have a pretty good secondary. They're defensive-minded, and this guy's going to pick up the system quick. He graduated in 3 years with a 3.6 GPA. So Jaylon Johnson, a really, really bright kid, and just a great corner, a solid tackler. I think the Bears got a steal by getting him late in the second round.
I'm sure everybody talked to him, and they did their homework, and they know what kind of guy he is. But anybody who just looked at his statistics and thought, well, those aren't great numbers.
7 interceptions isn't bad.
It's not bad,
college.
but people are, if he's a great cornerback, why isn't he picking off more passes? They didn't throw to him.
No.
He was so good that other teams was at, there's Johnson, we'll go to this side of the field. We'll pass over here. That's how good he was.
Yeah, and when he does make a pick, it's a big play. That Washington pick was a huge one. He had one against Colorado that kind of sealed the deal. I mean, Jaylon Johnson is a big play type of guy, and I just think he's going to have a great NFL career. And if he feels like he's slighted, then, oh, boy, I feel bad for the opposing receivers. All right.